Mr. LO nephew Lawrence Owens is on the site again. Your host of the show. I'm the big dog, Uncle Hill, whatever you want to call me. Fatso, ugly, whatever, no hair, How you doing today, nephew?
Man, and I'm incredible, man. What's the name of the show again?
Fair catch.
All right. Gotta call it fair catch.
Thanks everybody from the Delmar area and Las Vegas for tuning in. What'd you say? What you say, nephew?
I'm good, man. Yeah, Delmarva, Las Vegas. Cause what happens in Delmarva, stay in Delmarva. Ain't how the expression go? What happens in Delmarva stays in Delmarva.
Yeah, it stays in Delmarva. Yes, it does. So with that said, we're gonna get right into it.
Nothing happen in Delmarva. Let's stay in there. So let's go.
Let's get right into 4 downs. Something I wanted to discuss with you probably previous show. So what do you think of the new kickoff rule we doing now for the past 2 years? We adopted from the American Football Alliance League. There's the point.
Oh, that they stole?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just like, I mean, I get why they do it because they want to cut down on they say injuries, but football is it's just a violent sport. You know what I'm saying? The NFL, that gladiator pit. I don't know, just like anything else, man. Just get adjusted to it, that you get used to it, and it's what it is. So they really been calling more the offsides on it as far as that. It's supposed to be harder for you to be able to return kickoffs back for, a touchdown. So hey, I'm just getting used to it. It's all part of the game. I don't like the fact that if you touch like the knee, like in the end zone, you know what I'm saying? When you're down it, basically, quote unquote, fair catch, you get the ball to 35. But if you kick it out of bounds, you get the ball to 40. Like, what's the?
I'm still up in the air about it. But other one on 4 downs, I want to ask you, since you're in the entertainment business, the Bad Bunny situation with Super Bowl. How do you feel about that?
I don't know what they got on Bad Bunny. One thing about the Super Bowl, one thing about the NFL, the Shield. To me, the NFL is on the level of the FBI. Like, if they know something, they know something. As far as that. So if they go with you and don't go, then all of a sudden they don't want to go with you, it's something. I'm talking about something of a certain magnitude, man. I don't know. What did Bad Bunny, was he in the Delmarva area? Did he do something out in Delmarva? Like what is it, man? Like, what difference does it make? The NFL produces more money than any other league. So it's not a money issue. So what are they talking about, some ratings? What do you mean? Everybody watches NFL football. Everybody, Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, everybody watches NFL football. So what the problem is?
I think they're trying to be more international, trying to get an international crowd. So they're trying to do their
thing. And he can't get an international crowd. A name of bad people older people gonna be like, oh, Bugs Bunny perform. Older people, they put their own. You ever had somebody watch a name, Uncle Hill, and it don't have the letter in the name, but they pronounce it anyway? Like somebody's name could be Jamise, and they be like, oh, here comes Janet now. It ain't no T in Jamise. So people be like, man, put that Bugs Bunny character on. Let's see what he got. I don't know, Uncle Hill, man. They got something more to do, man. Just let them perform, man. What difference does it? It's not gonna damage your product. It's not.
Who's for real? The 5-1 Indianapolis Colts or the 1-5 Baltimore Ravens?
Why can't they both be for real? Why can't they both? Sometimes, man, you can just bad breaks. The thing about Lamar Jackson, to me, as you can see, he is Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Something happened to him. It's just the mentality that happens to the whole team. Because just because the quarterback out, now you can't tackle. You can't. You blow coverages. You understand what I'm saying? You don't understand how to play defense. He doesn't play defense, but he's connected through that whole team. So that's let you know that, hey, man, Harbaugh might be on borrowed time, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, you've done great. You've been there for I don't know how long. How long Harbaugh been there? You know what I'm saying now?
18
Harbaugh been there longer than the actual Baltimore Harbor exists. You know, it might be time for him to move. Matter of fact, see if Bad Bunny available to coach the team. I don't know, Uncle Will. I don't know. Sometimes you just need to shake up. Get Bad Bunny to coach the Ravens, man. Maybe, and then they can go international. And that's what they say. Go international. The Colts, again, like I've been saying week after week, I think Steichen just knows how to coach. I think he just got the best out of Daniel Jones. Sometimes you get out of situations and it's just less pressure. I mean, anybody, why do you think people move away from the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, you know what I'm saying, Philadelphia? The pressure that everybody just can't handle that. It's just a different kind of pressure. That's why it's a difference in feet in the pool. I'm not going to get at 9 feet. That pressure is different from getting in the 4 feet. 4 feet, I'm talking trash all day. Your mama, your daddy, your granddaddy. Come at 9 feet and do it. I will not. New York is 9 feet. I'm not going to 9 feet talking that trash. It's different. I talk that trash in 4 feet, so I can just go and get on out. So Daniel Jones in 4 feet, that's why he's performing the way he And maybe he listened to Bad Bunny. I don't know, Uncle Will.
Are the Carolina Panthers for real?
The Carolina Panthers are ascending. They are. They one thing about coaching that I love about coaching, you know what I'm saying, of course, our coach, the key is you got to find out sometimes what your players are great at doing and then devise packages from that as opposed to forcing your players to do your system. I played quarterback in high school. A lot of people don't know. The quarterback that I replaced probably was the best quarterback in the state of Maryland, man. R.I.P. Sam Tucker. Love that dude. Sam was 6'4". If y'all don't know, I ain't 6'4". So when I was running the offense the next year, everything was put in place for a 6'4" quarterback. I ain't. You got to put me in shotgun and roll me out a little bit more because I'm shorter than the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping back to do no. Look at Kyler Murray with the Arizona, you know what I'm saying, Cardinals. Picture that. That package that he got is much different from a who? From a who?
Jacoby Brissett's the backups. His package is totally different.
Jacoby Brissett, exactly, man.
Yep. So
totally different. He doesn't have to roll from left to right. He doesn't have to find throwing lanes. You understand what I'm saying? Uncle Hill, I had to pull a Bad Bunny in high school. I don't know what that means. I just want to give him another shout out again.
Hey, we going to commercial break, nephew. And when we come back, we're going to come back with Fair Catch Interference as we talk about these games and stuff. We'll be right back on the Fair Catch, me and the nephew.
Let's get it.
Welcome back, y'all. We're going to start the Fair Catch Interference now with the games of Week 10. Thursday, Week 10. We start on Prime Video with the Raiders as they go to the Mile High City and get some of that first state to ever had legal marijuana. And Sean Payton's going to pass it around to the Denver Broncos as the Broncos host the Raiders on Prime Video. What are your thoughts?
Man, the Raiders remind me of you ever see like a younger person in your family, younger nephew, grandchild, whatever, small, you be like, yeah, they start playing and you playing back, and then you go, all right, and they still be like, and you be like, go on over there with your mother, go on get your father. They still, the point I'm making is that that's what the Raiders are, man. You know what I'm saying? Pete Carroll start off, you see him on the sideline, energetic, wrestling with his players, and by the middle of the first quarter, he like, what we doing? What we doing? Y'all going over, sit down, man. It's like they take away his energy. They start off hype and then just end up like all right, y'all got it, going over there. So, and they're gonna play in that thin air and the mile high. Mm-hmm. You understand? That elevated. Oh no, we got the Broncos all day. Broncos on that one.
Then Sunday, November 9th, as the Atlanta Falcons and that Glass Night Chicken and Waffles and the Indianapolis Colts and Danny Dimes and it go into Berlin to listen to more techno music on NFL Network at 9:30. The Colts and the Falcons.
I don't know what Atlanta team is going to show up.
You ain't lying
What
about
Atlanta team is going to show up, y'all? You talking about Jekyll and Hyde? Who y'all want to be, Atlanta? Sometimes y'all be out there and look like them 80s Steve Bartkowski Atlanta that be on the precipice of greatness that should have beat the Dallas Cowboys. But look, we'll get that to another day. You understand? Yeah. Then some days y'all go out here and look like the Michael Vick experience where everybody just and then some days y'all look like the Billy Joe Hobart, the Bobby Abear when he first got there. Like, who do y'all want to be, Atlanta? Mm-hmm. I don't trust y'all, man. I don't. I just
like the Dave Archer Falcons and stuff. Dave Archer and 2-19 or something. I don't know who they.
The Chris Miller with the concussion. Man, on that note, I just can't. I can't trust y'all right now, Atlanta. I can't.
I don't know who even cares about this next game. The Cleveland Browns take on the New York Jets. I can't do nothing for them, neither one of them.
The toilet bowl. All right. Look, since we got to pick a team, you know why I want Cleveland to lose, but I think Cleveland's gonna win. I want them to lose because I want the fans to continue to put the pressure on the management to put in Shedeur Sanders. Did you see that? Did you see that picture of the owner, Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Cleveland Browns? He on the sideline, and his kids got on Shedeur Sanders jerseys. But your starter is Dylan Gabriel. But your kids got on Shedeur Sanders jerseys. Man, if that's not a sign of dysfunction, I don't know that. I think Cleveland going to win, but I want Cleveland to lose till they finally be like, 12, come on in there. You know how you talk. That's my man who come run there.
If they lose to the Jets, Shedeur starts next week.
Come on, let's get it. Well, let's vote for the Jets. Come on now. Justin and the Jets. Justin and the Jets. Let's go.
Duval County. The Jacksonville Jaguars going to who? The Houston Texans. The who? The Houston Texans and Mike Jones. Slim Thug, Paul Wall, Ice Age. The Houston Texans hold the Jacksonville Jaguars on CBS, 1 o'clock.
This game is going to determine the season for either one of these teams. Whoever wins, I believe, is going to continue to ascend. Whoever loses, they just going to be right there at that mediocrity for the season. That's what I believe. Because Jacksonville act like they want to be somebody. Houston, your team is better than what you play.
Yeah.
We're going to be. We just seen Houston dominate the way they beat up the Colts. And then we seen them, lay duds and lay eggs, man. So this game right here, it's a coin flip. Pick either one, but whoever wins, I think that team is going to ascend. Whoever loses, mediocrity the rest of the way.
The Buffalo Bills get an early vacation as they go to South Florida to play the Miami Dolphins on CBS at 1 o'clock.
Is that part of the script? Like the producer say, you gotta say something about this game. Okay, all right. Okay, put it like this: but the Bills Mafia is the equivalent of that rigged poker game. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
are you saying Chauncey Billups got something to do with it?
And Terry Rozier got something to do with it, and Malik Beasley got something to do with it, and well, what about them cats back in the 50s when they was betting on the college basketball game? They got something to do with it. That old Boston College scandal, they got something to do with it. Man, you know what I'm saying? You're right. The Bills, I think the Bills preseason roster is going to play against Miami, and then we just take it from there. So
I think this is the most.
Matter of fact, see if the Miami Hurricanes are available to play against the Buffalo Bills. Let's do that.
Let's do that. I think this is the most interesting game of the 1 o'clock window. The Fighting Mike Brables and the New England Patriots, they also travel to Florida to play that other team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield, on 1 o'clock on CBS.
Man, look, I'm looking forward to this game.
That game.
I'm I'm looking forward to this game here. You understand? Because I'm telling you, I tell anybody, man. I remember when Ron Rivera got fired, and I was like, let's go get Vrabel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we end up getting Quinn, end up getting Jaden Daniels. I'm happy as far as that, but I was on board of let's go get Vrabel. Because one thing about a Mike Vrabel coach team, they're there to dominate and control the line of scrimmage. Joe Jackson Gibbs, you know what I'm saying? The greatest football coach ever, NFL football coach, once said to win in the National Football League, you got to run and run and stop the run. It's that simple. Vrabel is from that throwback. He runs and stops the run. I like watching New England play. Then you go in with Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? Tampa Bay is another team that, as far as, it just seemed like something that's just missing. Because every time you start talking about them upper echelon, people can tell.
The wide receivers are missing. They ain't got no starting wide receivers. But Mike Evans just came back. They're still missing, what's his name, number 14, Godwin. They're still missing him. And the rookie got hurt. The number one got hurt.
And the rookie, and I like them. When everybody was bashing that pick, they need this, that, and the third. You go get that, man. They knew what they was doing. That Emeka Ibuka, I like him, man. Ohio State always produced. That's the new wide receiver you. I don't know if it's ever was one before, but that's wide receiver you. You want to learn how to play wide receiver and come and produce in the National Football League, you go in and go to the Ohio State University, man. But Tampa Bay, every time I get mentioned on that level, something happens where y'all take a step back. So I don't know over here. I don't know.
It's an interesting game. We're going to go commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the 4 o'clock window and the Monday night game. This is the Fair Catch with the nephew and the uncle. Be right back. Welcome back to the Fair Catch, y'all. We're doing the Fair Catch interference. The next game we're going to talk about in the 1 o'clock window are the New York G-Men. Take on that. The Bears. What do you think? 2 big cities, Chicago, New York.
The Bears. I like the Bears, man. Ben Johnson is showing so far that he's actually knowing what he's doing. Caleb Williams is playing within his system. I like what he's doing with Caleb Williams, man. I like how, just like what he had going on in Detroit, you know what I'm saying? A lot of movement, formations, you know what I'm saying? Getting his receivers, scheming people open. Caleb Williams seemed to be doing his thing as far as that defense, even though they low statistically, man, that defense can be disruptive, man. That defense, when it wants to be for Chicago, can be disruptive, you know what I'm saying, as far as that. So, yeah, and the Giants, I just think that loss out in Denver, they're not going to recover. I just don't think they are. I think they're going to spiral the rest of the season.
33 points in 1 quarter? That's unheard of. This is not Ohio State playing Austin Peay. And when they're peeing all over themselves.
You know exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I like we were saying earlier about pressure. I think, you know what I'm saying, the pressure of Dayball has seeped his way onto his team. So I really think he coaches as far as putting pressure on his players to perform because he wants to be able to retain his job next year. But I just think that Denver debacle is just too much to overcome. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, I got Chicago in this one.
The Ravens, quote them, nevermore going to one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL, American Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Not Prince, but the Minnesota Vikings host the Ravens. 1 o'clock on Fox.
It's such a shame our season had to end. It's a lot of purple in that stadium, man. You know what I'm saying? Purple games. You got purple games going on as far as that. Let me tell you something. I really believe, man, one thing about the Ravens, they're a veteran group, full of pride. You know what I'm saying? This season just ain't their season. But I think they go in there in the U.S. Bank Stadium, and I think they come out victorious, man. As long as Lamar Jackson is on the field, they always have a chance to win. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen them have shootouts and still lose, man. Lamar Jackson, to me, the every year MVP. I think they're going there. If he plays, they're going there. They come out of U.S. Bank Stadium with a win.
The New Orleans Saints travel to Carolina against that missed barbecue, but I don't think it'll make a difference because they might be the worst team on paper. No, worst team visually I've seen in the NFL this year as they play the Carolina Panthers at 1 o'clock on Fox.
But division games, man, division games, Uncle Hill. You know, division games, you take them. Let's just do division games. Take all the stats and then you just throw them out. Division games is like this, Uncle Hill. Like Faire catch and be like, a muff. He muffed it. You know, I don't care what nobody say, man. I call it a muff. That means you just got to go with who is going to win that game. New Orleans going to be up for it. I got Carolina in the game. I told you, man, I like Bryce Young. I'm a Bryce Young fan, man. They seem to figuring out now and then as far as what to do with him, to put him in positions, man. They can run the ball, too. They can run the ball, man. If you look at Carolina, they can move the ball, man.
They can run the ball.
You know what I'm saying? I like them. I just think that's going to be too much to overcome from New Orleans, and by then they might have gutted their team come trade deadline, you know, as far as that. So I got the Carolina Panthers in that one.
In another divisional game, the Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray or Doucette take on the Seattle Seahawks in that 12-man Macchiato and Microsoft in Seattle, CBS.
They playing in Quest Field. I know they don't call it Quest, but they playing in Quest.
The field.
In Seattle.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Let the rain come down. You know, it's all raining up there. I got Seattle. No matter who plays, I think Kyler Murray always give them their best opportunity to play. I think Jacoby Brissett is one of the best backups in the league, man. Always professional, always ready to go. You know, down here with us, you know what I'm saying? When he got in his time, you know, playing with the Commanders, man, was just ready to go always. I love Jacoby Brissett, man, but it's just in Quest. If y'all never been to that stadium, man, put that on your bucket list. I don't care if your team is playing or not. It's one of them stadiums, man, that's built. It got to me, it got to be the loudest besides, you know, SoFi, just the fact that them LA fans are SoFi, it's a drag, man. You know what I'm saying? Their mindset is different, but they're so passionate in Seattle. When them Questers, that 12th man get to going, I just think it's going to be a little bit too difficult for the Cardinals to overcome. I got the Questrians, the 12th man, the Seahawks.
The Lions play the Commanders at 4:25 on Fox. Brett Brenneman and Tom Brady on the call. And Andrews.
Let me tell you something, man. I wore my old school number 7 today. I wore my Joe Theismann jersey. No, Theismann. People don't understand the original pronunciation of his name is Theismann. Yep. They changed it to Theismann to rhyme with Heisman. You understand? Now, everybody that's looking for the logical choice, yeah, the Lions are a better team. Yeah, the Lions are supposed to win this game. But y'all already know anytime Uncle Hill asks about the Commanders, y'all know who I'm going with. I'm going with the Washington Commanders, man. Even though I know, listen to me, before y'all start arguing and fussing, Detroit's a better team. Detroit should win this game. But I'm going with the Fighting Feasts.
I think revenge is on somebody's mind that night. They come from Detroit.
Man,
it's gonna be on that night.
Here's something. I think in the build, I'm talking about they're gonna move that whole Hitsville. It's a museum now. They're gonna put that on the plane. So we allowed to see Barry Gordy, Smokey Robinson. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's gonna be a Aretha Franklin. It's gonna be Aretha Franklin looking like. I'm telling you, man. The Temptations. Everybody's gonna be in that building, like you said. For that, you know what I'm saying? I know you want to leave me. I'm trying to tell you, Uncle Hill. It's going to be Motown's greatest up in there. But I'm going with my piece.
Another 4 o'clock, 4:25 game on Fox. You might as well throw these records out all the time. The Rams and the 49ers.
Throw them out.
Throw them out. That's a fight already.
Throw them out. Jim Everett versus Montana. Throw them out. People don't understand that back when it's dominant as the 49ers was, the Rams, they had their numbers. You come down to Anaheim. Exactly. You took it way back. That's when the Rams had Vince Ferragamo. I wasn't trying to go that far back, Uncle Hill. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about it was time
versus Jim Plunkett. James Harrison.
Oh, yeah, that's way before my time. You know what I'm saying?
Half these people probably ain't born yet on this watching.
Oh, Shaq. Right. Shaq Harris, that's before my time, man. Let me tell you something, man. Times when the 49ers was dominant, them Bill Walsh teams, they mess around going to Anaheim, going against Jim Everett and Flipper Anderson and Henry Eller, you know what I'm saying, and all them, and then Pete Holohan, and because the people underestimate them Rams had an offensive line equivalent to the Hawks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Eric Dickerson ain't have a whole lot to do.
Jackie Slater.
Exactly. Slater, Jackie Brown, Irv Pinckney. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Man, that wasn't Eric Dickerson. This was Eric Dickerson. How was he getting through there, making them holes?
When the
so my thing is, man, you're absolutely right, Uncle Hill. Throw all the records out, you know what I'm saying, and just let them play. If I had to pick somebody, if I had to pick a team, where are they playing? Where are they playing?
San Francisco.
Well, then that's what I'm going with. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know what I'm saying? I love Shanahan, knew how to coach. McVay, of course, coming from the Shanahan tree. You know what I'm saying? Teacher versus student as far as that. But if they playing in Santa Clara, I'm going with the 49ers, man. Home field advantage, man. Just Shanahan just know how to coach, man. It's one of them situations. Remember how your mom used to tell you, Uncle Hill, I taught you everything you know. You be like, yes, ma'am. And then she'd come back and say, but I ain't teach you everything I know. It's different.
The Steelers traveled to that SoFi carport where you were at a couple of weeks ago to play the LA Chargers. What do you think on Sunday Night Football?
I want to love the Steelers because I'm a Mike Tomlin. I'm just a Mike Tomlin fan. Questions. I'm a Mike Tomlin fanatic. I want the Steelers to do well. What's wrong with the Steelers defense, man? Do they got 10 Mees and TJ Watt? What's your secondary doing, Mr. Tomlin? What we doing?
The Steelers really never had a secondary ever in his whole tenure there. If you ever noticed, because the Patriots, like, they always exposed their secondary. When Tom Brady was there.
Man, the fall off from Jalen Ramsey is the equivalent of the fall off we have from Marshawn Lattimore. Look good.
Yeah.
Sounded good.
On paper.
But then the truth come up on paper. Exactly. Then it's like, this ain't gonna cut it. I believe they're calling Mel Blunt, Donnie Shell, and they try to see if Tony Dungy's available to play in the secondary. You know what I'm saying?
The Chargers got the number one passing offense in the league.
Let me tell you something, man. The Chargers can pass the ball on anybody. I'm talking about they are the equivalent of the Air Coryell. You understand? But that's another team. What you're going to see. When they put it together, when they laid the smacker down on Minnesota, no one saw that coming. I don't even think the LA fan, but the Chargers probably knew. You know what I'm saying? We got to show what it's about. But that's the problem with potential, Uncle Hill. That's the problem with potential and complacency. I don't know what Justin Herbert got to do, but if you complacent with potential, that's the graveyard, man. Complacency is the graveyard of all potential. Justin Herbert, break through or don't break through. So we can decide how to start betting and picking when it comes to you.
And the wrap out,
you want to be Dan Fouts, or you want to be Billy Volick? What's the backup there?
Billy Joe Hover.
Yeah, that's it. So who do you want to be? Who do you want to be?
The wrap-out show up Monday night is a good one, nephew. The Philadelphia Eagles go into Lambeau Field and John Facenda and the Green Bay Packers.
The Green Bay Packers Lambeau Field fumble.
Mm-hmm.
When
it's November. You don't know what kind of weather you're going to get now. It's November.
You don't know what weather you get on the frozen tundra. 3 yards and a cloud of dust. You know, that's like to talk about 3 yards and a cloud of dust. It's funny we talk about Herbert. Same thing with Love. I want to love. I went to Lambeau and saw him live in person. I was enamored with how he controlled that offense, man. I love. You understand? I'm talking about Woodstock. This is peace and love, man. I want to love. I do. What we gonna do, man?
They'll beat Green Bay.
Some people say
they're gonna beat Philadelphia that Monday night. They send a statement out, and they're gonna have home field advantage in the NFC. That's what this game is about.
I want to believe you, Uncle Hill. Did you know that one time I wanted to be 6'5"? I did. I wanted to be that, but The universe said you won't be 6'5", son. You can believe it all you want, but you won't be 6'5". You know what I'm saying? You won't. You won't be able to get your shot off against taller defenders. It's the universe telling me, I wanted to, Uncle Hill.
Right.
You're not going to be able to make 2 jump shots in a row. I wanted to. Yeah, anybody want to, but what you going to do?
Yeah.
Philadelphia's proven that they're not better than last year's team. Come on, man, Super Bowl champions. But what they're proving is that they're not fluky either. Like, everybody thought that drop off was just going to be so precipitous from there because they lost so many pieces, man. But they just find a way to win. But whatever they got going on in Philadelphia, man, y'all can. I think only Eagles fans and the Eagles market are allowed to criticize what they do. Everybody else, it's one of them. You ever see a toxic relationship, but then 2 minutes later that works for them. You got to let them be. All of us, let's just watch. If it implodes, so be it. But if it works, then we all gonna be wrong talking about how bad it is, man. That's what they got going on with Philadelphia. So I want to believe it, man. I just got Philadelphia winning this one, man.
Okay. Well, tell everybody where you're gonna be at so we can go say goodnight.
I'm gonna be with my Uncle Hill in February out there in the Super Bowl. Also, I'm gonna be with my Uncle Hill when I get put out because I'm about 10 months behind on my rent. So check me at Uncle Hill's house next weekend. Whatever weekend that we talking about, Halloween weekend, October 31st, November 1st, be at the DC Comedy Loft. I'm featured for Keon Poley. That's where I'm gonna be, Keon Poley. The following weekend after that, November 7th, I'm gonna be in Mineral, Virginia. November the 7th is a Friday. November the 8th, I'm gonna be in Greenwood, South Carolina. November the 9th, that's a Sunday, I'm gonna be in Charlotte, North Carolina. Follow me on Instagram, Owens Ordeal. It's all one word, OWENS ORDEAL, or you can follow me on Facebook, Owens Ordeal, where it's 2 words, OWENS space ORDEAL, to see my schedule. Looking forward to seeing each and every one of y'all there, boys and girls. Live, love, laugh, and learn. I'm Lawrence Owens.
Good night.